Hagan Street Rod's modular door panel system was designed with the home builder in mind. This DVD training guide will teach you how to create fabulous looking panels. You'll learn proper techniques and which tools and materials are needed to achieve professional results. With an array of cutouts to choose from, the design possibilities are endless. See all the different shapes and parts Hagan offers at haganauto.com. Here's a typical outline of a door. The first piece to position is the armrest. Sit in the vehicle and mark the position of the rest. Then you're ready to begin designing. The hardest part of this project is just deciding which cutouts to use. I'll show some sample layouts for you right now. To keep this video from boring you to tears, we're going to speed up the camera. For more ideas, go to haganauto.com and view the section on door panel designs. There we show different layouts and list which cutouts were used to create that design. Remember, this process is only limited to your imagination. So let's begin. The first step is building the base panel. Now on our project, this panel butts up to the garnish rail, so we must fit that edge first. Mark where the panel is to be trimmed. Fine line tape works really well for this. Trim the edge with a 36 grit roll-lock grinder. Place the panel back on the door and check the fit. You want about 3/16 of an inch gap. Now we're ready to install the panel clips. These clips need clearance when snapping into the door, so you have to stay clear of window channels and other mechanisms on the inside. Drill a 1/8 inch pilot hole and attach with cleco fasteners or sheet metal screws. Later, we'll give you information on these tools. With the panel anchored in a few spots, we can mark where to trim it. Notice the carpet is installed and we are fitting the door panel to the carpet edge. Again, we've used fine line tape to lay out where we will trim the panel. We've rough cut the panel on the bandsaw and now we'll fine tune the edge with the grinder. Once the panel is fit, mark and drill the rest of the pilot holes. Now is a good time to fit extra pieces like the release levers. The pilot holes must be enlarged to accept the clips. For this task, a Whitney hole punch works great. Flip the punch upside down and look through the bottom die to line it up with the pilot hole. For fiberglass doors, enlarge the hole to 5/32. For steel doors, this hole must be 1/4 inch. To finish the base panel and hide the clip heads, we'll glue a second board on top. Apply Landau upholstery glue to both surfaces and allow them to dry before pressing them together. In a later segment, we'll go over the tools and adhesives we use and where you can purchase them. Do not try to glue two trimmed panels together, but instead glue your trimmed panel to another larger piece. Then trim it down to match. Next, we need to enlarge the holes in the door. I've marked my unibit so I can see where to stop. Enlarge these holes to 1/4 inch. It's a good idea to test fit the first hole to make sure the clips pull in tight. The base panel is now complete. In this segment, we create a two-tone panel with an inset using the bullnose flex strip and crescent armrest. I've cut out the shape of the inset panel. This panel will act as a guide to glue the bullnose strip in place. The bullnose strip is a super flexible urethane material that allows you to quickly sculpt edges for a clean transition from color to color. I've positioned the inset panel on the base panel and temporarily attached it with some push pins. A quick dry run is a good idea before gluing. Apply Landau adhesive to the back of the bullnose strip and the base panel with the inset panel removed. Allow the glue to dry. Then reattach the inset panel. Now you can begin attaching the bullnose strip. Notice that I have rolled the strip into a coil. This can only be done after the Landau glue has dried for approximately 20 minutes. Move slow and carefully. You only get one shot at this. While installing the bullnose strip, it is important not to pull or stretch the strip. Check the edge of the bullnose. With leathers and vinyls, the edge will show through and need to be very clean. With coarser fabrics like tweeds, the edge is not as critical. I'll attach a swatch of material with light tack glue to show you how the edge shows. If the edge needs refinement, cut it with a sharp razor blade and peel away the excess. To trim and shape the end of the bullnose, you must use a drum sander with a coarse grit drum. Work slowly with light pressure. Do not use a flat disc grinder because it will catch and rip the bullnose off the panel. On the first door panel, the armrest position was the first thing we determined after the base panel was complete. To figure out where to place the armrests, you have to sit in the car and position it where it fits you the best. With the position selected, hold it in place and mark the inside edge where the mount bracket will attach. A slot will have to be cut for the bracket to come through the panel. Now hold the armrest to the bracket and mark the mount holes and drill 1/8 inch pilot holes. Mount the armrest, then do the same for the pull handle.